Hi, everyone. So I am here with Miss Danielle Smith, and she is the owner, serial mompreneur, and owner of Lotus and Lily. And so, can you introduce yourself a little bit? Thanks for joining us.
Hi guys. So yes, I am a mommy of four, and so I'm a photographer. That's my main focus right now. I'm a photographer for Lotus and Lily Photography. So I'm loving getting to know so many people in the community, shooting, doing headshots and branding sessions and family sessions, and really just learning to live more in my purpose overall. So I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So I am going to ask you a couple of questions. And something I wanted to ask you is about social capital, because we have an event coming up next month that
Yes.
will be advertising soon in regards to social capital. And some folks don't even realize, like, what does that even mean? Like, what is social capital? So I would love for you to maybe give us a little bit of a description of what it is.
So a little quick synopsis of social capital is kind of looking at your network, at the people you interact with daily, and being able to leverage that for your business. So seeing like who your mentors are, who are people that you can do business collaborations with, and really digging in and being really purposeful about who you're surrounding yourself with and who you're working with, and not just having them to hang around, but seeing how you guys can help each other and help each other build. Really.
Awesome. And something with your business that I think is really interesting is you you take advantage of social capital. That's something I really noticed about you is that you're really big into making, I call strategic partnerships. And so, can you kind of explain in your business, especially during COVID, how has that been an asset, and what kind of partnerships have you personally built?
So I guess the biggest way it's been an asset is kind of I've been able to kind of use my business and find different ways to pivot and still be productive. My first thought as a photographer when I'm getting all these sessions canceled is like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? But I'm doing a really great collaboration right now with Rhoda Design Group. We're doing some branding sessions, and so I've been able to delve a little bit more into like my digital marketing experience and my brand work to still do some one-on-one consultations and prepare for some larger branding shoots instead of just doing headshots. And I've been able to, do a lot more personalized work, a lot more dig-in work to make sure that I'm helping people really push their vision and what they want me to capture when I get to the photo shoot part. Um, I think the biggest reason that I've been trying to push my social capital side with my photography is I am just a lover for entrepreneurs and for people building businesses. And so through the branding sessions, I've found a way to kind of feed both my little needs. Photography is like my creative outlet. And then since I was a teenager, I've helped my mom build two businesses. I'm always looking for a way to help others and get my hands into organizations, build with organizations that are supporting entrepreneurs and their visions. And so doing these branding sessions is a way that I'm able to kind of do both at the same time. And along the way, I've been meeting lots of great people. Lots of people that are inspiring me to do better, work harder, scale my own business. And so, yeah, that's really the way that I'm using it right now and trying to take advantage of this downtime to really solidify my business as well.
Yeah, I love that because I think, and I mention this often, is as entrepreneurs, we kind of get into that, well, and people in general, but as entrepreneurs, especially with COVID being so unprecedented, we get into the fight, flight, or freeze, right? And I mention every single time I do one of these talks is that it's so important for us to be fighting right now, to be very strategic in what we're doing because someone else is. And if we don't, still stay on top of what we're doing in business, then, we can totally end up falling behind the game once we resume, hopefully, what normal life is.
Exactly. And, I've been pushing women just to kind of use this time definitely to pivot and brainstorm and think instead of just freezing. I mean, there's a difference for me. I say pause, but for me, when you pause, it's kind of a stop. So I think reflecting, all of that is still action. And, for me, I don't really have a choice. I have four little ones. And so I'm like, I can't just say, hey, I'm not doing anything because all my sessions are booked. I have to be on my toes thinking, figuring out ways to make money and to keep my business floating and just to make sure I come out of this time still productive.
Awesome. And what else? So I know you have some other partnerships that you personally do, and I hope it's okay if I call them out because I really like how you've diversified yourself. So you also are working with, is it History Colorado or is it what's the name of the group that you're also working with?
So there's a lot of a lot of groups.
You don't have to give them all your secrets, but I just
So like I do a lot of work with Sistabiz. I
yeah.
do work with the Colorado Black Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
So I just like meeting people and working with anyone I can.
Awesome. And I guess my question is too, there are some folks now who are afraid to still get out and network. They think, oh, like I'm stuck, because of COVID, I can't get out. I can't go to physical meetings. Or even beforehand, they were afraid to maybe go to networking meetings. And so I like to think that now is a really great opportunity, especially with all the virtual um, events happening, to really get out there and like introduce yourself and to ask folks to do one-on-one meetings if you're not really good in groups or in crowds. Do you have any advice at all around that topic?
Yeah, I am. So I have gotten into the world of networking out in public, but I'm also I'd say I'm more of a soft spoken person. And so what's been great during this time is just being more active online while I can, sending personal messages, getting to know people. It's actually opened a lot of doors that I didn't expect to be open. So I got a couple of speaking opportunities, virtual speaking opportunities, but speaking is something I've always wanted to do. And so I've had a lot of doors open with you and several other events and summits that are coming up to be able to share my story and share some knowledge with everyone. And so I just say take advantage of being able to work from the comfort of your home right now. If you're a person that's a little more shy about getting out there,
Mhm.
it's a great way right now to start building on those relationships. And then once this is all over, you can meet in person and get to speaking events in person. But um, for those of us that may have started off a little bit more shy or timid about making that move, just get in there, get into different groups, reach out to people, send private messages, and you can still use this time to really do some effective networking, even though we're from at home.
Yeah, and I was gonna say in the description on this video, I posted a link to the Entrepreneurs of Color community, and that's actually geared towards highlighting entrepreneurs of color, but it's open to everyone, no matter what your race is and sexual orientation. Everyone is welcome to join. But I do highlight other entrepreneurs of color, and I think it's a great opportunity to network within that group and to really take advantage of personally reaching out to folks. You can say, and you could do this in any of the groups you're in if they allow it, introduce yourself. Like most people I've noticed won't even take the time to write a post saying, hi, this is who I am, and to like put a picture of themselves. And that's free and easy to do. Um, so I totally agree with you, Danielle. Take advantage of this time to really start doing outreach, and to maybe circle back to customers as well. Even if you can't work with them right now, say, hey, how are you doing? I wanted to just check on you and your family. Hope you're doing well. And that can go a long way. Um,
It,
yeah.
um, I think, now is the time that we are all going through a really tough time. So, we know everyone around the world is going through change. And so reaching out, it's a special time that we can all show each other that we're connected in some way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could talk to you probably for like an hour, but I'm gonna wrap up soon, because I know I'm trying to stick to them being short and quick, attention spans.
Yes.
So,
Sure.
Yes. So before we hop off, I'm going to ask you one more question, but I'm going to just introduce myself really quick. So I'm Sydney, and I am a business strategist. I work with the Kite and Dart Group. I don't work for them, I work with them, and I work with entrepreneurs in helping to think how to pivot, how to come up with new strategies for their business to stay relevant, especially now. There's an amazing class coming up called Align Business Strategy. And because of COVID, and we know a lot of folks might not be able to work or might not have the clients that they were expecting, you can actually take that class and you can name your own price. So the class usually goes for 150 bucks. So please take a look at it. That's also in the link. And I do own two businesses as well. I own Sydney Star Travel, and I also do retreat event coordination. So I'm a travel planner and an event planner. And Danielle, I just want to ask you, what other projects do you have, or what else are you working on? I know you do photography, and I think you have some other parts to your business as well. And what's going on with you? Do you have any promotions going on right now?
So a special I guess the special promotion that I started today is I'm trying to join some other photographers on the porch project, and right now
Mm.
I'm just doing it because I want to just help people capture pictures of the moments that they're going through right now. So if you just want to, you have your family together at home. It's just gathering them together, and I come and snap a few pictures of you guys in front of your home. This is kind of just
Oh,
my giving, trying to give back during this time. And then I'm also working on some branding strategy sessions for photo sessions coming up with Rhoda. And my last thing is, I went through, my family went through a tough time. Last year, November, we lost my cousin. And so I've been working on another side of me, and that's being a positive personal development coach. And so
awesome.
kind of delving into that right now, just starting with speaking and then just kind of reaching out to people. So that's something I'm just doing, kind of building on and just trying to reach out to people and be a listening ear if I can.
Well, that's amazing. I really appreciate your time. What's the best way for folks to get connected with you? Should they go to your website, or call you, text you, email? What do you think?
Definitely Facebook or Instagram. I kind of live on those two social media
Okay.
platforms. So you can find me on Instagram or Facebook at DSKYE, D Sky, or just Danielle Kim Smith. You can look me up and feel free to send me a friend request, send me a message. Yeah, that's the best way.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I think that this was amazing, and I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Sydney. And I look forward to chatting with you on the 20th.
Yeah, I will see you. And so, just again to reference, so not April 20th, but May 20th, we will be doing another talk delving into social capital. It will be a panel discussion. It will be Danielle and a couple other entrepreneurs talking about social capital and how they've really put it to work within their business. So feel free to join the Entrepreneurs of Color community to have reminders and access to all of that information.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for
Thank
having me.
you.
Bye.